So what's going on, guys? I'm Johnny, owner of Blades Grass Lawn Care, and today we are in my backyard. Now, I have Bermuda grass, and currently at this time of the year, the Bermuda grass goes dormant. The grass isn't dead, it's just sleeping, so we call it dormant. I have a choice whether to reseed my backyard with some ryegrass, but then I don't feel like doing the maintenance. You know, ryegrass, you have to fertilize it, you have to mow it, and this time of the year, listen, I want to relax, enjoy the green grass, and just keep it moving. In this video, we're gonna do a time lapse, so stay until the end because I'll have answers to your most asked questions. Enjoy. Grass painting is silly, it's a waste of money. But here's the real truth. The major sport fields, baseball fields, soccer fields, been doing it for years. Now, when it comes to the biggest culprit of all of this is the golf courses. When you watch the PGA and all these different courses, guys, you think that grass is green like that 24/7? No, especially in the wintertime. They take grass paint and they enhance the field. So now it is available to homeowners. Now, who can benefit from utilizing grass paint? Real estate agents that are in an area where the grass goes dormant, or they're like in a drought conditions and they want to enhance or spruce up the curb appeal. All they have to do is paint the turf. Or if you have a homeowner like myself that don't want to overseed my Bermuda grass in the winter and don't want to have to come out and mow and fertilize throughout the winter and just come out and enjoy my green grass, this is made for me. Now, it takes about an hour under perfect conditions for your grass paint to dry, and it's not going to come off on your shoes, it's not going to come off on your pets or anyone that is actually walking on it, and it'll stay green 6 to 8 weeks. I've had mine last up to 3 months, and it's not going to wash away under rainy conditions. It's not going to fade. As a matter of fact, after you paint it and you let it sit for a day or two, it looks much better because at that time the paint tend to sort of blend in to your turf, and it looks real good, really good. Now, keeping in mind, guys, this is dormant turf, so the turf is sleeping, it isn't growing. Now, if you mow this, of course you're going to be taking off the layers that are tinted, right? So yes, you can use it on growing grass, but just keep that in mind that if you mow it, yes, you're going to take the painted layers off your grass. Okay, now if you're trying to make this as a business, you don't need a special license to apply grass paint. So as long as you are a business, I'm hoping that you have a business license and you can provide this service. Now, how much paint do you need for a specific surface? Now, the first thing that I would advise you is that you need to make sure that the grass is cut low. It's going to give you the best look, and you're going to use, depending on how dark you want this to look. You're using 8 ounces per gallon. Like I said before, the darker you want it, you're gonna have to kind of take your time, and it depends on the type of grass that you're actually painting of how much paint you're gonna use. So you don't have a specific amount of gallons per square feet, if that makes sense, right? So keep that into consideration. Now, you can use this during the growing season for your customers if you're a professional to cover dog pee spots. You can use this again for drought conditions. Your customers are having drought conditions where they can only water certain times and everything is looking kind of bland, and you want to spruce up their curb appeal. How much can you charge for this service? Typically, you can charge between 7 cents to 15 cents and more for this service per square feet. And it depends on your target demographic and your area, which will impact greatly how much you're charging for this service. So if you're hearing somebody else is charging more, guys, keep that into consideration. Your target customer and your area will determine how much your customers are willing to pay for this service. So here's a big no-no, guys, and this happened to me while painting my backyard. This paint that I'm using right now is some leftover paint from last year, And I had this in my shed, and it froze and it thawed out. So what I didn't know is that whenever you have paint that freezes and it thaws out, that it coagulates and you cannot break the particles back down 100%. So it was clogging up my sprayer, and the only way that I found that out was by calling the manufacturer and talking to them and letting them know exactly what was happening, and they were the one who told me. So make sure that you are storing your paint, your leftover paint, in a temperature controlled location. This way you don't have your paint coagulate and stop up your sprayer. So is grass paint safe for your pets? Yes. It usually takes about an hour for the grass paint to dry, and once it's dry, yes, like I said before, your pets can run on it. I have 2 Yorkies, and they run all over it, and it doesn't leach on their coat or their little paws. So another question that I get a lot is, does the paint stain my cement? So yes, the paint will stain your walkway, driveway, anything that it gets on, it will stain. But they sell a cleaner that you can use to basically clean that spot off. But like you see in the video, I would suggest to use a cardboard or a wheel. They have an application wheel that you can use to minimize your paint from getting on your hard surfaces. And another thing is, try to do your painting when it isn't too windy, because you don't want the paint to drift onto places that you don't want your paint to get onto. And make sure that if you're walking from point A to point B and you're crossing a driveway or a walkway, that you are not dripping any solution on that concrete or cement, because again, it will stain, and it will stain your sprayer and your clothes. So ensure that you have a specific sprayer and clothes for your application. And like I said before, they sell cleaners, so I mean, you can use a cleaner, but just to minimize the mess, make sure that you do these things. So these are the most asked questions that I get when it comes to my grass painting videos. If you have additional questions that I did not answer, just leave them in the comments section below, and I will definitely get to them. And if you want to purchase the paint, please look in this video description. It will be in my Amazon store, and I will also put a link to my Amazon store. I will pin the comment so it will be the first comment that you'll see. Again, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. If you enjoy these type of videos, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Have a blessed one, guys. See you on the next one. Pop Smoke. Peace.